everyone, it's Borg Brain coming back at you with another educational blockchain video. This one is on ChainX, and it's the second uh, ChainX video I'm doing. And got plans to do a third one, I believe, voting on governance, but this one is on staking. So, how to stake PCX tokens on ChainX. Haven't done it before? I'm going to do it here live on the air. No script, as always. I've just opened some tabs. So yeah, we're gonna go through it together and figure this out, and then you're gonna see how to do it. Now, um, as always, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. Be safe, have fun out there. Uh, you got to look into this stuff. You got to do your own reading. Don't just look at YouTube videos and then say, this is what I'm going to invest my hard earned money in. Because if you do that, you're probably going to get wrecked. But if you go to the source and you find out the good information, then, look inside yourself. And I feel like when gain all knowledge, and if you kind of listen to your gut, I find when you've learned enough information, your gut will kind of tell you that something will happen where you'll say, "No, I know enough," and and that's what I call making an informed decision. This is me anyway, and I feel like most people are sort of similar. I don't know if this makes sense in terms of trusting your gut, but I feel like if you just follow someone else's opinion, um, that's you're just being some follower easily led around. You need to go find someone to hold your hand. The whole point of the blockchain is self-sovereignty, is permissionless networks, is holding your own keys, is not asking permission for anyone, going out making informed decisions on your own, and being in a place where no one can stop you, no one can tell you what you can and can't do. That's the power of blockchain, in my opinion. That's like one of the most important parts of it. So when you have all your value on a centralized exchange, not your keys, not your crypto, when you go following someone around and just throwing darts at a dartboard because they told you to do it, because they're promising some sort of future that they don't know about, because none of us can actually see into the future. So if you want to do that, then I mean, go ahead. I would say turn this off now and don't ever watch another my videos, because I'm never going to tell you to buy a thing because you're going to get X gains out of it. Um, what I will do is objectively look at a project to the best of my ability. I will try to lay out the goalposts, and then I will tie up the video with how to do a thing. That's what I do. That's what these videos are. So, do your own research. As always, this is the Crypto Society YouTube channel. Give a like, give a follow. Find us on Telegram. You can find me on Twitter, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't know. Live your life, but all the links in this video will be in the description below. So I urge you to kind of do your own research, find your own tunnels, and make informed decisions. Do not use any of the content in this video to base your financial decisions on. Okay, just don't, because I'm an anonymous person on the internet. So, and all right, so here we are. ChainX website. I was here in the last video, so you scroll down and blah 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 blah. There's a Bitcoin cross chain liquidity bridge, and here we've got our roadmap. And whatever. You got the ChainX white paper, which is a much larger document, but I'll show you really quickly here the Sherpa X light paper. So Sherpa X is it's basically a fork of ChainX, which will be launching on Kusama, or vying for a parachain slot. And as we go down through here, I really like this first page, and keep going. Kusama's parachain. Well, that apostrophe S, I feel like it should be up here. I've got a background in graphic design, and I'm not sure if I like that or not, but it is interesting. I'm not sure if that accidentally bumped down here because it's text and it's a formatting issue. Uh, anyway, I really like all this. I love this font. This I don't know what the font is called, but it's like the same font that's in Terminal. A beautiful graphic here. I'm not sure what it's illustrating, but second layer network or something. And blah 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 blah. There's 21 million PCX tokens that were minted, and there's 21 million KSX, which are the Sherpa X tokens. And chicka 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 chicka. What else? Sherpa X's vision. We got cross chain, ChainX, and it's going to go in through the spider. I don't really the spider route. So I guess this is just part of a web. Interesting. Powered by spiders. I appreciate spiders. I see spiders around my house sometimes. And when I see a spider in my house, I just let it chill. Because the spiders are not there to eat me. They're there to eat all these other bugs that might find their way into their house. So to me, spiders are just like these friendly little helpers that just keep the house clean of other things. So, but I live in an old house, so we have some spiders kicking around. But anyway, Crypto Society. This is we did an AMA back in early October with ChainX, and this is the recap of the AMA. And so the link for this will be in the description. You scroll down, and we've got Our Lady in Red, and this is some excellent content here. So I highly recommend, if you're into this project, have a look through our AMA. Now, moving on, and we got the ChainX user guide. So this is in the Git book. This has got all the stuff about claiming interest, unbinding, voting, all sorts of stuff. And what I would say is this is the basic guide on how to do the thing. Okay, this is what I'll be doing at the end of the video. Link will be in the description. Alexander Vogels. So Alexander Vogels is a friend of Crypto Society, and he's a friend of ChainX. He's a community leader, and he is someone who runs nodes, Xebox, I believe. So the long story short is he runs nodes on a bunch of substrate-based systems, and he helps promote projects, and he's involved in the community. So I would say, the link for this will be in the description. Give him a follow, find him on Twitter, whatever. He's a good person. He's a good person, and he's trying to, more or less like just this, the same as I'm trying to do. As far as I can tell, he's trying to promote projects he believes in, and he's trying to help, people find the good information and promote, kind of do your own research. Now here's a thing, and I'm going to mention this in both these videos. And this is not Alexander. If you're watching this video, this is I know it's not you. And ChainX, please. What I'm about to say is not FUD on the project, but if any of you do watch this video, then I hope you take this feedback as what it is. It's just some an honest critique of the angles around staking. So in this article, you come down here and it says how to stake, and then ChainX itself in the Medium page, you come down here and it says how to stake. So in both, it says, install the signer or install the extension, and that apparently you need, the extension or the signer to work with the wallet. Okay, but here, well, where do I install these things? Because there's no link here, and in this video, or this article, sorry, it says here to download it in the top right corner. But when I go into the D app, I click here, nothing. 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 I click here, you know, and there's just nothing. There's just a whole lot of nothing all around, and I feel like they must have changed the layout. And then I scroll down here, and there's nothing down here. There's nothing, 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 nothing. And I've clicked on everything. I've clicked here. I've clicked there. I've clicked everywhere. I cannot find a download link. And then I come in here, and I go into browser. No, because that's looking at the chain. I look here. This is extrinsic. I look at wallet, and it just bounces me out here. And then I click here, click here, click here, and I scroll down, and I click everything, and I look, 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 look. And where's this signer? Where do I download it? Where do I download the browser extension? It's not here. So ChainX team, if you hear me, I would strongly recommend having a download section here to download the stuff that you apparently need to be able to stake, because it's not here. Now, the other thing is that these two articles are from, this is the equivalent of like 5 years ago in crypto time, okay? And here is even older. This is like 10 years old. So maybe the goalposts changed and they did away with what they considered an unnecessary step. I'm not really sure. But as we come on to the main page for the ChainX's Medium, the last article they had was on January 26th, and they say ChainX 2.0 wallet roasting event. And so they're saying, hey, here, we'll give an award. So you want to roast us like Charlie Sheen was roasted, is the article. And the activity time is here. And, this is now, we're halfway through February at the time of recording of this video. So I'm not, eligible for this. But, in all fun and games, I guess here's my roast. ChainX. I'm not sure if your 2.0 wallet needs these things anymore, the signer or whatever, but on your website here and in your D app here, there is no link to any signer or any browser extension. So if you need this stuff to do anything and it's in your guide articles, I don't know, either edit the articles or, have the extension here in a download section. I don't know. But when I was going through this and trying to figure it out, I was trying to figure it out and I'm just like, what? And I was looking, wasting a bunch of time. And then I come here and I'm like, oh, so it's the same as Polkadot or Kusama or whatever, which is what I intuitively was going to do at the first. But then when I looked here, I'm like, oh, I need this other stuff and whatever. So I don't know. I mean, it's not much of a roast. It's more of just like an honest feedback critique. Really love your project. And as I mentioned in my previous video, there's hundreds of projects saying, oh, we're a Polka project, whatever. And they're talking and they're talking and they're talking about how they're a Polkadot project, but most of them are actually Ethereum-based projects. And I've looked up many of them, and I've gone down GitHub and I've tried to find the stuff, and there's no substrate forks, right? So there's a lot of pretenders out there in the Polkadot ecosystem. And I've done a few Polkadot kind of wallet, Polkadot.js apps videos showing how to do different things. But I guess the point is that ChainX is part of a very small group of projects that have been building on Substrate for a long time. And there's not a lot of people talking about ChainX. There's a bunch of projects that are Ethereum-based that have taken off and have a much larger market cap. But their technology is far behind someone who's been working on this stuff for a couple of years or whatever now. And what I would strongly suggest is that if this is a project that is worth researching. It is a fully substrate-based project. They've been building it for a long time, and they're one of the earliest projects that have been building on Substrate as part of the quote-unquote Polkadot ecosystem. Original Rococo, the the original kind of main testnet that launched, I don't know, sometime in the spring or summer for Polkadot. ChainX is one of the first chains on Rococo, and they're on Rococo v1. So, just if you follow some of those things, you watch my previous videos, ChainX is in a very small group with Robonomics and Fala and Plasm Network and Akala and Edgeware and Centrifuge and Kilt and whatever. That's most of them. I don't know, Staffy, but I think Staffy might have only been building on Substrate for maybe a year, but still, a year is a lot more than uh, we're a Polkadot project, but we're actually building on Ethereum. Okay, so just know, Polkadot parachain auctions and the Kusama parachain auctions, and just know who's actually building on Substrate, because these guys are. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into doing the thing. So I've never done this before, but after getting confused with these signers and these extensions, I believe all I need is this. If you're on the main website, you get there by just clicking on Wallet, and Wallet brings you here. It's the D apps, it's the account, but really it's a wallet. Anyway, so how we do this is we click on staking and we go to staking overview. And here we get all the validators. So, a couple things here. The first thing I'll say is, so this, as you see, buy, hold, hot pit, these are validators with identities. And if you scroll down here, it looks like all of them have identities, to be honest. Now, there might be a couple that are just a wallet address, but it looks like they all have identities. But if we click on this, it eliminates all the ones that didn't have identities. And if they have an identity, like you click here, I don't know, there's should be a button where you click and you can see more about them, but I'm not really seeing it here. Anyway, long story short, I'm sort of a little bit in the woods for this because I'm not sure if the validators take a cut or if it's just a specific set cut that they don't get to control, or I don't know, because the information's not here. And I've gone through everything enough to know that ChainX is slightly different, and as you see the overview of their actual kind of .js app is not like Plasm Network, and it's not like Kusama, and it's not like Polkadot. It's very similar, and they're using the same kind of base technology, but they just kind of gave it a bit of a fake facelift and just decided to kind of give it their own kind of user interface. I'm not sure if I prefer that or not. I'm really not sure how I can choose a validator, because we have our POTS balances, which is, I think, the earnings, the all stake, and then own stake. And here you can see the last block that's been validated. So the first thing is we like ones that have been validating blocks really quickly. And there's no way to organize it by that, but that's a big one. And then, of course, there are other reasons. But, seeing as, our good friend Alexander at Xebox, let's give him a vote. So, I don't know, one PCX. We'll give him one PCX to vote as him as a validator. So on this system, we're voting for validators. You call them nominating for validators. You call it delegating validators or whatever else. I think it's all the same. Let me click here. I'll paste in the password, sign and submit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh. Maybe I will change it. 1.5. Vote. Sign and submit. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do an edit. Poof, and the magic of TV, and I'm back. There we go. Paste in the password, sign and submit. Boom, 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 sending, broadcasting, boom, 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 boom. And this should be very quick. And there we go, in block. All right, well, let's do another one. We got, just under 5, um, you know. Oh, stake node. So I'm going to give a vote to stake node. Why am I going to give a vote to stake node? Stake node is run by my buddy Jimmy Tudleski, and Jimmy is, like Alexander Vogels, is a person who's involved in a bunch of these substrate-based projects, running nodes on multiple of them, and he helps out in the community in multiple projects, does a lot of good, promotes do your own research, promotes education, and is a very important part of the space, and I wish him the best in business, in going forward. I can't say enough about Jimmy. I know him because we're both Plasma Network ambassadors, and we're both Polkadot ambassadors. But regardless, here we go. 1.5 for Jimmy. Thanks for all you do, Jimmy. This is why I'm delegating to you. Put in the password, sign and submit, and shaban. Sending, broadcasting, and any second now should go through. Oh, no more acceptable votes. So I wonder what that means. No one else can stake with Jimmy? Let's see. I'll try to do one more. Maybe I'll do stake node 2 because I'm determined to give Jimmy my votes. I'm going to click vote. I'm going to paste in the password, sign and submit. Signing, sending, broadcasting. Bim bam boom, and here we go. And it goes through. So now I think we come back up here. We go to assets for a second. And we see, so my free balance is 1.9987. My total balance is, to do all these transactions from the previous video and this one, it's cost less than a penny still. Doing the quick math in my head, this is ridiculously cheap. This actually makes Binance Smart Chain seem very expensive from what I'm seeing right now. But anyway, frozen voting, so we're successful. So there's 1.5 for Alexander at Xbox, and there's 1.5 for Jimmy at Stake Node. And, if you go into staking overview again, back here, basically there's a bunch of validators. You can pick validators based on whatever reason, and you get an award. I don't know, And like I was saying before, there was oh, he gone. I did see a node there that was what would you call it? An anonymous node or something. But yeah, I'm trying to see. That's sort of anonymous, but that is an identity. So they seem to. Oh, uh oh. There's a gremlin in the machine. 88's a weird one. I know 88's a lucky number for China and a lot of Southeast Asian religions, but then 88 is also a numeric code for white supremacists because you see the two ones they use a lot are 14, which is from the 14 words, and you see 88, which is code for HH, which is code for Hail Hitler or whatever. Not that I'm trying to bring Hitler into this. I don't know. I always got weird feelings when I see the number 88 because I can never tell if it's a wish for good luck or a hate message. So, just say it. It always freaks me out. I'm down for the luck side. I'm not really down for the the genocide, ethnic cleansing side of it. That's a no-go for me. I wouldn't be voting for that. So anyway, that's it. And then I guess we go into my staking here, and then it says the number of votes, the number of interests, and I don't know, like eventually, as blocks get validated by the nodes I'm voting in, we'll slowly collect PCX and whatever. That's about it. I don't know. ChainX, pretty awesome project. I wish I should have done a little bit more research. You get some solid rewards with ChainX. I know that everyone I've talked to has said the rewards that ChainX give for staking are really good. So I don't know exactly what that is. Um, I don't know. If you look at these videos, you'll know that I'm going through multiple blockchain systems with multiple browser extension wallets and navigating a whole bunch of this. All I got to say is I'm not the expert in everything. I'm just trying to make as many of these videos as possible and learn as much kind of on the run as I go. Um, so what I'll say is if you want the good information, you go to the source. You go into the, go to Telegram and go into Discord and whatnot, and go find them and talk to them and find people like Jimmy and find people like Alexander, and they'll be able to help you and try to get you the good information and point you in the right direction so you can find out and be able to make better and more informed decisions. As I've said, do your own research, right? Now, if you just watch this video and then you're like, wait, Borg Brain, well, what is my expected APY on ChainX tokens when I stake? I don't know. And then you'll say, okay, well, like in Polkadot, you pick validator nodes based on how much of a cut they're taking or like their uptime. How do you tell in here? And I'm like, I don't know. I literally don't know. I was sort of looking for it. This is my 5th video I've recorded today. I literally just quit a 6-figure-a-year job, so it was stressing me out, and I had a bit of personal stuff that was building up. But I'm passionate about the blockchain and trying to create these educational videos. So um, I don't know. I'm not the expert in everything. Uh, I'm what they would call a master of none. And a wise man once told me when I said, "Oh no, I'm a master of none. I just kind of know a bit about a lot of things." And he said, "Well, that's only half of the saying." And I said, "Oh yeah." And then he told me what the rest of the saying was. And I remember being like, "Oh, I didn't realize." So, master of none quote. Here it is. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Okay, well, I don't even know if I'm going to give myself that kind of credit. Maybe it's a sometimes, but I definitely would be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I am not a master of ChainX. Uh, you want to know more, you go in here into the user guide, and that'll have a bunch of good stuff in there. And you go into their communities and you find, ambassadors and admins, and they'll point you in the right direction. So that's about it. I'm just a guy. Do your own research. I don't have all the answers. But I try to be as honest and transparent in these videos as possible. So hopefully I have, given you some good information. I've given you a good guide. You found something of what you're looking for, or I've sent you in the right direction. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I got nothing else to say here at the current moment. If you come back, the staking overview, my staking here, and you can click on Unbound, and you can take them out, and then they will be frozen for a period of time until you can be able to, transfer them to another wallet or sell them or whatever. But in any of these staking portals, there's going to be an unbonding period, and the unbonding period is important because if there was some fast market movement, you don't want everyone being able to pull out their staking from a proof of stake network really quickly, because if you can, then people are going to be putting it in and then taking it out all the time really quickly. And the security of the overall network is based on having a large amount of the total tokens staking in validator nodes. Like the network needs that to be able to have good security. So if they have it so that when you decide to unbond the value, if there's not a fairly lengthy unbonding period, then the system is risking some potential serious security issues, which sort of defeats the purpose of having the security for the consensus being derived by proof of stake, which is scalable. So it's always a trade-off, and people complain, oh my god, 28 days unbonding period in Polkadot's ridiculous, and then people complain that in Cosmos systems it's a lot of those are 21 to 22 days, and they say that's crazy, and then Kusama's 7 days, and everyone's like, well, I just want to have access all the time. Well, unfortunately, yeah, if you want to be able to take advantage of getting your interest from staking your node and getting passive income, then there's a drawback, and that is that when you unbond, there's an unbonding period. I can't tell you what the unbonding period for ChainX is because I am a master of none. And hopefully, in this situation, you found that this is one of the times where this old Borg Brain, who's the master of none, just happened to be a little bit better than the master of one. Even though I wouldn't give myself that credit, but I don't know. Do your own research. That's about all I got to say. I hope you have a lovely day today. And yeah, with that, this is Borg Brain signing out. That's it. I'm out. Peace.